guys, it's me. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video we'll be doing a what's on my iPhone video. I did one in spring, I did one in autumn as well, so now I'm going to do my winter what's on my iPhone. So let's get into it. So I have the iPhone 15 in this really cute pale pastel like yellow colour, and then the phone case I had on, it's all vintage actually. It's just a wildflower case and it's got a little polar bear, and I think it's really cute for like the winter Christmassy season. So getting into my actual phone, this is my lock screen. It is a photo of me and my boyfriend. It like rotates between different photos, and then on the bottom I have torch and the camera. There's really quick shortcuts, I can then access both of them. And then at the top I have the weather, I have Snapchat so I can easily access, and then I also have Spotify again for easy access. And then above that I just have the time, above that I just have the date, and then when the sun sets and the sun rises. So obviously currently it's when the sun's setting, and the sun sets at 3:54 p.m. so quite soon. But then getting into my actual phone, we'll go over one page, and this is the like first initial page when you scroll over. So at the top it just has all my batteries, so currently it's only got my phone on there. It also has like my Apple Pencil, my iPad, my laptop, my AirPods, stuff like that. And then below that I just have a Pinterest widget. If you click on it, it then just takes you to the actual widget. This is saved in my cute stuff board, so this just rotates every hour, I'm pretty sure. And then next to that it just has the calendar widget, so I can just click on that quite easily, and then it will take you to my calendar, which is a mess. It is a mess. I've got so much going on. But I finished uni, and then going out of that, scrolling down, I have two different weather widgets for where I live. I just have the normal Apple one, and then I have the Met Office one, because I find it easier to have two, because I like comparing the weather, and sometimes one's more accurate than the other. And then scrolling down a little bit more, we just have a Spotify widget. So currently it's saying let's dive into your, like, obviously Spotify Wrapped, and so that's why it's like that, but usually it obviously says something else. And then going over one page, we are on my first actual page of apps. So at the top we just have a WHATS widget, which I've got the pictures off of Pinterest, and this is just like a little reindeer jelly couch. I think it's really cute. Next to it has YouTube, Netflix, Disney Plus and Prime, so they're like all my video watching platforms I use the most. And then just below that I have my battery percentage, the day, time and also the date. That is a color widgets widget, and if you're interested in how I did that, I'll quickly show you how I did it. If you're interested in how I made that specific widget, when you first open the app, it will come up with like popular suggestions or whatever, and that is one of the first ones that pop up for me. So you just click on that, and then you can set the widget of whichever size you prefer, and you can edit it, so you can customize it to every section of it. So you can customize the color, like what color you want the font, then the actual font itself as well, which basically every part of this is customizable to how you want it on your home screen. And then going down I have Snapchat, TikTok, Instagram and YouTube Studios. So they're just like my social media apps, and then obviously YouTube Studios, so I can check my YouTube on the go and my statistics and stuff like that. And then going over we just have another WidgetSmith widget. This photo is from Pinterest once again. All these will be linked in my Pinterest. I can't remember which board they're in, but I'll put it on the screen of which board I've saved these all to. And then at the bottom on the hotbar we just have my social network and stuff. So it's basically just like phone, WhatsApp messages and FaceTime. It's like the basic stuff that you use like every sort of day. And then next to that I have Pinterest. Obviously I live and die on Pinterest. This is my Pinterest if you're interested in following. It is Abby_Lily. Pinterest is my best friend. I spend too much time on here, I will say that. The next to that is just Flow, which is my period tracking app. I've now cleared storage off of my phone. For some reason my phone is literally full. But then next to my period tracking app, I then just have some of my school apps I use. So I've got Sussex Mobile, we've got a tracker for like money and stuff, and then we have Pubble, which is an app that I use whenever I go to certain pubs that are on Pubble, so I get discounts, which is really good. So that's a good part of being a student. And then going over one page, we have this page, which is more my productivity page, my uni page and stuff like that. So we have Gmail, Outlook, Flora and Kahoot. And Gmail, I need to go through my emails. That is literally embarrassing. I've got 15,844 emails. That I'm not proud of, but that is a 2026 goal of to get that down to 0 basically. And then I've got Outlook, which is my email for my university, and Flora is a app which you can use to study with. So you can set a timer for how long you want, so you can say 5 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, however long you want, and for that period of time you cannot go on your phone, and if you leave the app you kill the tree that's growing. So for me that's quite motivating. I don't know if it's just like how my brain works, but it's quite motivating. And then Kahoot, if you've not used Kahoot, where have you been? I also, it might be in England thing. But I love Kahoot. I use that for obviously in lectures. Sometimes we do Kahoots to like test how our memory is for all of our topic, so that is quite handy. And then I have 2 more WHATS widgets, and they're both Winnie the Pooh because I love Winnie the Pooh. So the first one is just of a snow scene of Tigger, Winnie the Pooh and Piglet walking to the house in the snow, and then we have Winnie the Pooh making a snow angel. And then next to that we have Drive, Word, Google Docs and Google Slides. They are all Google apps. Again, this is what I use for my university personally. Also I use it for like my own personal stuff as well, because I find it better than like other apps. And then below that again I just have my Spotify widget, and if you click on it, it will take you to my Spotify, and these are my top songs of 2025. Top one being Constellations, 88 streams. Again, if you want to follow my Spotify, it'll be on the screen along with all of my other socials. They're also in the description box down below. I absolutely love my music. Music is literally, I can't explain how much I love music. It gets me through the day. I've got so many random playlists, and like me and my boyfriend have one which is just like a jam, so it changes daily of our music tastes that are combined together. And then moving over one more page, we have my stats.fm, which is basically again stats for Spotify. And I have paid for the like premium version of this. I think it was like $1.99 for like lifetime, so you can get more up-to-date stats, which I personally love because I'm obsessed with music. So I wanted more accurate stats of my music. I mean, it gives you like weekly recap, monthly recap, so you can like make friends on here now, and you can compare music taste, and it will tell you how many streams you've had today, minutes, and then you can go on to like how many minutes you've streamed and what artist you've streamed for the week, month, year, day, lifetime. So my lifetime Spotify listening is 169,000, but I literally love this app. You can go into depth everything of like the first time you listen to a song to the last time you listen to a song and where it is on your ranked. And above that I just have a large WidgetSmith widget, and it's just a snowman with a scarf because I think it's really cute. And obviously this is a winter themed Christmas phone decor. And going over one more page, we have another Winnie the Pooh widget, and it's of Winnie the Pooh. And then below that I just have a plaid widget as well. That's all of these photos are from Pinterest unless I say otherwise. And then next to those widgets I have some of my banking apps, and then also my location apps. So I have Trainline and Brighton Hove buses, so they are both transportation apps. Also have Uber, again transportation. And then I have Google Maps, which I use for navigation, stuff like that. And then I have Nationwide, Revolut, Starling and Wallet, so they're all banking apps. And then below that I just have a quick access widget for Google Maps. And then going over, this is more of a fun page. It's like all my games, and then below all my games I have another widget which I think is really cute. It's a bunch of stockings and it's like painted of some sort. And then the games I have on my home screen are Car Match, Among Us, Block Blast, Wordscapes, Disney Solitaire, Carnival Tycoon, Candy Crush and Subway Surfer. I love all these apps. I play Block Blast and Wordscapes on a daily basis. I've also found a new game that I love, which I'll talk about once we get to it. I love playing games. Also Block Blast and Wordscapes are obviously more, they keep you mentally like awake and doing something, so you're learning as well. And then moving over one more page, this is my last page before we get into the app library. So at the top it just has a widget and it says December, obviously because it is currently the month of December. I cannot believe it's Christmas so soon. And then below that we have Vinted, BBC iPlayer, Canvas, Unidays and Etsy. So it's a bit of a random page. So Vinted and Etsy are shopping apps, BBC iPlayer is stuff you watch, Canvas is what I use for my university, that's where all my coursework and stuff is, and then Unidays is just discounts because I'm a uni student. And then below that I have another WidgetSmith widget, sort of fits the vibe of the December one. It just says it's the most wonderful time of the year. That resonates with me because it is the most wonderful time of the year in my opinion. I love Christmas, I always will. And then going over to the last page, which is the app library, we have suggestions, recently added, social, entertainment, creativity, utilities, travel, productivity and finance, games, education, shopping, shopping and food, information and reading, health and fitness and other, and then hidden, which is nothing in there. But the game that I was talking about that I've recently downloaded, it is called Whiteout Survival. It's like I was playing it as an ad when I downloaded it and I've become addicted to it. Like genuinely, it's a bit of an obsession. It's a bit bad. We all need that one obsession that I'll then stop playing it in probably about 2 days and get bored of it and never play it ever again. So that is everything on my iPhone. If you have any other video suggestions, let me know down below. I am currently trying to do Vlogmas as much as humanly possible. I didn't upload one yesterday because I physically was not home and was not able to edit anything, so hopefully we're going to have 2 videos up, one today, one tomorrow. I'm not exactly sure, but I'm going to try my very best. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video and thank you so much for watching. And if you did enjoy, make sure you subscribe if you really want to, because I very much would appreciate that. It will help me so much. But I'll see you guys in my next video.